Going back to last year, he had 10 victories. He also came out during the MLRA show during the Spring Nationals, had a great outing there as Larry Jones through the Pitts Realty start zone gets us underway, our first of 4 features as Jones out to the quick lead. Joe Walking Horse will get a little squirrely, cause everybody to check up. That gives the front 2 cars the opportunity to break away, and Justin Wells breaks away in a big way before the Midwest Sheet Metal Caution will come out for an incident in turn number 4. Hobby Time Motorsports safety crew will head out as Jim Greenway and Jake Morris, the 2 cars that are stopped, did not get 1 lap in, I don't think. We'll check with race control, but according to timing and scoring right now, we did not get 1 complete lap in. Only a handful of drivers crossed the start-finish line before the field was locked down with the Midwest Sheet Metal Caution coming out. Give Larry Jones some credit. That very first opening lap, he held Justin Wells at bay until they came off of turn 4, and Wells was able to grab the lead. So Larry Jones with a great start, but they will stack them and pack them all side by side. 1 car slowed on the front stretch, and that is the 18 of Sean Eggeman. Jake Morris stops on the top side of 2, and now they will have at least 1 more lap under caution. Car stopped on the inside of turn 2. Looks as though he had it back underway, but apparently not. And it's a flat left rear. Now that he is away from that big white tire, we can actually see it. That is Scott Bergen in the 18B. Pierce Chassis, TJ Transport, Dirt Road Recreation, Fast Lane Tire and Auto, and Westling Racing sponsors on the 18B. We'll watch him head back into the pit area, see if he stops in the hot pit to get that left rear changed. And he goes right past the hot pit. That means we're going to get the green flag next time around. No laps completed yet. As now 19 Powri late models, all nose to tail and wheel to wheel. Larry Jones to the inside. Justin Wells on the outside through 3 and 4. They see the orange cone inside that Pitts Realty start zone. And we're underway, and another good start for Jones. Much better for Joe Walking Horse this time as he's able to stay right with Tyler Kuykendall. A little bit of contact between the 3rd and 4th place running cars, and Joe Walking Horse is going to pay the price. He and Tyler Kuykendall get together. Walking Horse jumps the rim, and he parks it up on the flat area to the top side of turn number 4 and still did not get a lap in. We mentioned we might see Danny Lorton again in the Bill Robert Chevrolet Pace truck. Something new at Lucas Oil Speedway this year. That truck will come out during cautions, gets the field bunched back up. That way they can get everyone lined out, and everyone should know where they're going since we are still too wide and have not gotten a lap in, but it comes in extremely handy whenever we have a number of green flag laps. Everyone's not exactly sure where they're supposed to go, so this allows the field to get slowed down. Allows timing and scoring to actually go through what the correct order should be, get them lined out, and it may seem like it takes more time, but it actually speeds things up because it forces everyone to get in single file line and back into their correct positions. For the time being, they are leaving the spot open for Joe Walkenhorst to get back into his original starting position, and he will motor around and fall in line outside row number 2. Lights are off on the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace truck. And we will see if third time's the charm. From that vantage point, it didn't look like it was going to be, but everybody is able to keep everything straight. We stay green, and this is the best start Justin Wells has had. And now Tyler Kuykendall gets into Larry Jones. They make contact. They stay straight. You see the bent-up sheet metal on Tyler Kuykendall's car. Joe Walkenhorst almost gets into the back end of Turbo. They stay separated, and we do get one lap in. We're actually going to complete lap number 2 as Justin Wells off of turn 4 has already built up a sizable 1.4 second lead over Tucker Cox, who started inside row 4. What a great start for Tucker Cox. He will go from 7th to 2nd in a lap. Big gap from 1st to 2nd, then a big gap from 2nd back to 3rd and 4th, which is the battle you see now as Kuykendall. Off the top side around J.C. Morton, Larry Jones on the first 2 original starts held his own, and now he is falling back through the field. Chad Walter will get around him for 5th. Jones is now back to 6th. Joe Walkenhorst now darts to the inside of Larry Jones, unable to make the pass, but a little bit of a rub there, and that gets Larry Jones all out of whack. He may have broken something on the left front because he is having a tough time steering that 99. He stays on the track, and now the Midwest Sheet Metal caution will come out. And got to think that is indeed for Larry Jones. Contact was on the left side of Larry Jones's car. Both of the tires on the left side are still inflated, but that contact may have knocked something loose on that front end to where he just can't steer it as well. You see him wiggling it back and forth. Justin Wells in 2 laps had built up a 3-second lead. A look at the contact in turn 1. As Walkenhorst got up into the 99. Doesn't seem like much to upset the car, but that is just enough. It looked like more it was on the left rear than it was the left front. We've completed 5. When we come back, green flag will shoot up in the air as Justin Wells leads Tucker Cox. Cox decides to go to the inside of row 2. J.C. Morton on his outside. That lines Tyler Kuykendall up to the inside of row 3, and Chad Walter to his right-hand side. Pace truck to the infield, Justin Wells. Goes hammer down through 3 and 4. Rim right in the top side. Tucker Cox has stayed to the bottom of the track. and you just see the horsepower from the 98, the torque off of the turn. He may be side by side or within a car length or two of Tucker Cox on corner exit, but once he's able to come up to full song, he is able to jet out and will fall under the Midwest Sheet Metal caution again, and it is for Joe Walkenhorst on the front stretch. So it's been an eventful first 6 laps for Joe Walkenhorst. On the original start, lost a couple positions. Luckily, they had a caution come out. Second start was much better. Buddy ended up getting together with Tyler Kuykendall. And now he brings out another Midwest Sheet Metal caution, and he will call it a night. Did not get 6 full laps completed, so we'll go back to lap 5. Usually not the late model class. We have this many issues early on in a race. Usually they are able to stay pretty much clean and green. And as always, I would assume that Justin Wells would love to see it go clean and green the rest of the way out. Now that he has clean air, he can pick and choose whatever line he wants to take. And as the green comes back out, he decides to go up to the top side. Tucker Cox stays right on the apron. And now J.C. Morton, he is up into the mix as J.C. and Tucker Cox. They both started back in row 4, so 7th and 8th. And now they're up to 2nd and 3rd. And J.C. Morton is charging hard. He is up to 2nd, and he's going to make a run at Justin Wells. To the inside he goes through turn 2. What a run through 1 and 2 for J.C. Morton. He had every bit of momentum, carried it up the track. And now that they've gotten lined back out, Justin Wells has gotten a little more breathing room. But I think obviously in turns 1 and 2, J.C. Morton has found something. He found the traction, got the grip, and found the speed. But now after they've lined it all back out, Justin Wells able to distance himself again. A lot of race left, though. We haven't even reached the midway point. This will complete lap number 9. And Tucker Cox starting to inch his way towards J.C. Morton, who's running in 2nd. Justin Wells may be showing just a little bit of chink in the armor, at least tonight, going back to the heat race. as Justin Russell stopped on the top side of turn 2, trying to see if he can get down the ramp, and he can't, so the Midwest Sheet Metal caution will come out at the midway point. See damage on the right side, the right rear quarter. In the heat race, Justin Wells was leading and had a pretty sizable lead, but they started to reel him in late in the race. And now J.C. Morton has had a couple of good runs, just hasn't been able to seal the deal and get around Justin Wells to complete the pass. Justin Wells still has enough, and he really has not budged from that top side so far this evening. He's been rim riding, and it served him well. Justin Wells leading J.C. Morton and Tucker Cox. Those are your top 3. On that restart, that's where J.C. Morton really made his run at Justin Wells. We'll see if he can do it again. He's to the inside, Tucker Cox to the outside of row 2. Tyler Kuykendall is back up in the top 3. A third-place finish on his opening race here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Really turned some heads. And now he's back up in the top 3 again, right behind J.C. Morton. Kuykendall on the middle of the track. Tucker Cox to the inside. Back behind him, Andy Bryant in the 49. He's rim riding around the top. McDowell in the 88 will give way to Chad Walter. So Chad Walter up to 6th, Jimmy Dowell back to 7th. J.C. Morton still right there with Justin Wells. So good battle for the lead with those 2 cars as J.C. Morton, another strong run off of turn 2. Is he saving his tires, trying to make that run? He's found some brown to the inside, so there's some grip down there. Comes so close, that big white tire tractor. Tractor tire, that is, not tire tractor. Also, that's where the concrete is, and he gets that left tire right on top of it. Tries to cut off as much distance as he can. J.C. Morton just might have something for Justin Wells tonight. One of the few times last year Justin Wells did not win. It was Thursday Night Thunder when J.C. Morton grabbed his first late model victory. Not a good navigation of turns 1 and 2 for J.C. Morton that time. He goes back to the top side, tries to shut the door on Tyler Kuykendall as Kuykendall enters the picture again. The lap car of Richard Kimberling gives way to Justin Wells and J.C. Morton. Laps winding down. Now it's 2 to go. J.C. Morton may have one last-ditch effort on Justin Wells. They'll get the white flag this time by, and Tyler Kuykendall may try to rain on J.C. Morton's parade. In a battle for second, J.C. Morton, there's his run. That's exactly what he needed to do. He's setting himself up for maybe the same thing in 3 and 4. To the bottom he goes. White flag is in the air. Checkers come out this time, and for the 3rd time already this season, Justin Wells will motor to victory lane and park it, picking up the victory. J.C. Morton, a great run to give Justin Wells everything he wanted and then some. But Justin Wells is able to hang it all out on the line. J.C. Morton in second, Tyler Kuykendall in third. The rest of your top five, Tucker Cox and Chad Walter. Andy Bryan in sixth, Kyle Graves, Jimmy Dow, Alan Westling, and Jim Greenway. That is your top 10.